Hi everyone, Grey Power 60 here. So today I am going to do a master board or a master page or a master paper, whatever you want to call it, out of my Halloween scraps. I have lots of Halloween scraps. Some of it is all mixed up. I just grabbed it from a bag like this where I have lots of itty bitty pieces. I could probably take out more, but I think I've got two piles here. I think that's enough to get started with. I took this page, and it's a thin paper page, out of my, sorry, I'm reaching. Out of this pad that I bought at Dollarama, which is basically just paper thin. I think it's about the same as copy paper thickness, and I kind of flipped through it looking for kind of neutral looking backgrounds, and like this. I had ripped it wrong, so I cut it into, I think it's a 10 by 10, and I kind of flipped through it. It's not neutral, but I might be able to use it. Now this would be great to use, so I could make a couple of master boards. And here's the paper that I pulled out. There was 2 of each, and then I've got all these little pages. So yeah, I don't use it that often, and usually I'll cut it up into, like when I'm cutting it, like the other page that I ripped wrong. And I'll keep these little pieces as scraps so that I can make some more master boards. Now, even though this is like copy paper thickness, if I'm going to be using cardstock or scrapbook paper that's thick, which I think I will do on this one, is just take some of these scraps that I have of scrapbook paper, some of it is double-sided, and use that. And now that's single-sided, but it's still thick. And that'll give this paper sturdiness as well, whatever I cut it out. So if I cut out like a journal card or a tag or anything, you'd still be able to write because it's plain on the back. Okay, I think that's all the explanation I need. I'm going to grab my cup of tea. Now, just to let you know, when I was at my daughter's babysitting on, I think it was the 28th of September, I've just got a little cup of tea here. I need some electrolytes or something. My grandson, the oldest grandson, had a bad cold, and he got it from his father, who had it previously. And of course, I hug and kiss my grandchildren, and unfortunately, 3 days later is when I'm taping this, so you won't see this for another week. I'm sorry, but I'm because because we have a family moving in, and I have so much to do and so much packing up to do and so much rearranging to do. My videos are, I'm trying to do, a couple a day and get them scheduled ahead of time. I apologize for that. But anyway, so I think I caught his cold. And usually for me, if I'm around someone who is sick, it takes my body 3 days. Now, I don't know if it's scientific or medical or whatever, but I give myself 3 days, and if in 3 days I have not caught whatever it was I was around, then my body is obviously strong enough, and the antibiotics in my body strong enough to fight off whatever. Well, it's been 3 days, and I woke up this morning a bit of a sore throat, not really, a bit of a headache, a bit of a stuffy nose, kind of weak feeling, achy. So forgive me if my voice is off today. If I do any coughing, I apologize ahead of time. So let's get on with our pages here. Let's move some of this over here because I'm going to need, now I've ripped up a magazine so that I can use it for my glue pages, and guess what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to use the grape. I could use the yellow citrus one, and I want to see if it's going to, they seem to, when I've tried them, they seem to hold up. These are glue sticks, scented for those of you who are new and haven't been here before. I found these at, I believe it was Dollarama, and there's kind of a lemony, not a lemony, kind of an orange tangerine. There's a lime, there's a watermelon, and there's a grape. And I think today I'm going to use, excuse me, yeah, nose starting to get stuffy. I think I'm coming down with whatever. Yeah, so it's a studio glue stick, and believe it or not, like, I don't know how much is in here. It doesn't look like a lot, but I don't know. We'll find out as I use it. It's a lovely scent. So I guess we should get going on this, and I'm going to have to, I've also got my vintage photo to go around these, and I'm wondering if I should instead be using the soot black, but I think we'll leave it for now. And I want to find something. Now this particular one is very, very thick, and I'm going to keep my cutting plate. I don't know where I put my little guillotine. Just a second, because it might work better. Alrighty, I'm back. Here's my guillotine. I think it'll be better than using the other one. And slow but sure, I'm bringing things in. Now here is the black soot, and this is my other vintage photo. This is the one that's contaminated because I used it in my paper, what did I call it? my paper, dyeing, when I was dyeing paper. Sorry guys, occasionally I am going to black out. Now, I know, get on with it, and I apologize for this long entry. But I think what I am going to do with this one is rather than tear them, which is something I like to do with my collaging, my masterboards. I really like the ripped pages, but I think with this one, I think what I'm going to do with some of these pages is make them all straight lines. Now, what I'm wondering is, should I use a focal point in the center, something like this, where I could cut it. I'm trying to save both roses here. And you see, I might want to save this strip, maybe a 2-inch, which is actually pretty good. So these are all going to be straight edges. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys, but my head is a little bit of a mess right now. So I think I am just going to put these here for a second and see what other pages I have. And I can cut them down even more. That's about a 3 by 3, and then I've got this one. And I may need to cut them down into strips, maybe 1-inch strips. I might need to, you know. So this is how I'm preparing it. And I don't usually prepare because I usually rip. But today I thought I would, now I like that word cackle, at 2.5. I love that cackle. Maybe a 2 by 3 little block. Here's a cackle, and this one says boo. And then this one is a moon. It's amazing when you start sort of cutting and preparing your scraps, how they kind of fill in the gaps when you start putting them in order. Do I know what I'm saying even? Okay, and I think I'll make this a 1-inch just in case I need that little piece. This is kind of a silly one, and I don't want to lose. Let me cut this part off because it is, and I think we'll just scrap that one into the recycle bin. Now I could do this and perhaps do this and perhaps, there we go. Okay, also, all I'm doing is preparing some of the pages that I have, and I have these, well, let's make it 3. Let's make this one a smaller one in case I need some corners, So I wanted this one to be straight edges. Well, that one's going to be 1.5, and that'll be enough for that. If I need more, I'll just cut more. So right now, as I said, I am just kind of preparing some of these pieces so that, so that I have them, and then I can cut them, cut them down as I go. Maybe we'll make this one 1/2. You never know when you need maybe 3/4 of an inch. Let's put it here. It's really hard to cut a 1/2 inch that way. And maybe I might need a 1 inch this way. You never know the orientation, which way things are going to go. So how am I doing here? This one here is a spider. I just realized I didn't know if I was filming or not. This is from a 6x6 paper. I'm just going to leave that one there. I might save these 6x6s, but this one is the cover of the 6x6 pad, and I might need that somewhere. But look at all these nice thin pieces that I might need. I don't usually prepare my paper because when I'm doing master boards or master sheets, I usually like to just rip them randomly, just rip them, and also sometimes, not always, sometimes I will also distress ink them. I think these are going to be great for hiding spots, and I'll wait to cut the rest of this. This one is Silent Castle, although it has the wording in here. This might be useful in a spot. I am not concerned about mismatching patterns. I am not concerned about any of that. I think the rest of these this might come in handy to match some of that other stuff. So let's, and then I've got these pages. I've got a circle here. Maybe I should have brought my circle punches. I could have put those in there as well. So as I said, I've got strips of all kinds. This is Trick or Treat. And this one is Purple with Stars. I don't know if I'll use that. So let's get started, shall we? I've kind of wasted enough time here. And I'm going to run out of space. Definitely run out of space. So, yeah, keep dropping things. So these are my other. Okay, so, and this was one I had cut into tickets, which means I could easily just cut these off. They got dots on one side, so this is a good size as well. So where should we begin, right? That is the question of the day. Do I do some corners? Do I create some? Yeah, I should have had another container here. Do I want to, put something like that in the center? It doesn't matter because it's all going to be cut up. I could put a flower in the center and then, or I could go in the corners, which is what I usually do. I'll usually start in the corners, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll take this thinner one. So that's what we'll do. Now, I have it on my glass mat because I don't have my parchment paper handy. And I also realize I don't have any wipes around me. I've got paper towels, but no wipes. So let's get started on here. And put this one, I'm making sure I'm getting the corners. Or I could start down here where it's easier for me to see. And I'm already got sticky fingers, so I'm gonna have to, there, in case it's a little crooked. Yeah, that's okay. We've got that one. Oh, I gotta just pull these all off. All right. Now, perhaps you know, the hardest part about doing this is trying to decide where I'm going to put things in the corners. And I don't care if it's large or small. So I'm going to just go with it. I'm trying not to think. And that's the problem, because I'm always, you're supposed to do it as random as possible. Just go with the flow. Doesn't matter the size. I have so many pages that are different sizes, different scraps that are different sizes. So, where are you? Okay. And for some reason, I want that in the middle. So let's do it. Let's do it. Just put it in the middle. Yeah, so it didn't even cross my mind that my grandson was sick. I mean, I knew he was sick, but it didn't even cross my mind that I might catch anything. Now, I'm usually, anything is usual, right? I'm usually, let's say, strong enough in my body's antibiotic, whatever. That's a crazy one. Let's put that crazy one up here. That it wards off any, any bugs, diseases, colds, flu, blah, 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 whatever's going around. And I'm usually pretty good at warding things off, because I know when my son or my grandsons, my son's sons or my daughter-in-law, when they get sick, I don't seem to catch it from them. But then I'm not with them for 10 hours. I'm only with them for a couple of hours, like maybe a drive in the car and the windows are open. I don't know. But my staying at my daughter's, the germs are already in the house, even though, they take precautions and make sure everybody's okay. And I'm feeling that it's not really a serious one, because if it was serious, in other words, if I was going to really get this cold, I'm just trying to bring it down to the page, but it's glued down there. Yeah, if I was going to get a really bad cold out of this, I might be sick more. I don't know. We'll see in the next couple of days. I'm drinking my hot tea, which I just let get cold. I've taken an aspirin. Who knows if it'll help or not. Those are already bottles there, so let's put this one up there. So I want to thank everybody. I know I did it last week, but I want to personally thank you for letting me know about the volume of my videos. I thought that had been corrected, and obviously it has not. But to be fair, I was using my iMac, not my phone, to film my Tea With Me Tuesdays. So I'm hoping that these videos are going to be a little bit better. A little bit, oh, well, that glue came off. Isn't that unusual? And I think I might put that right down here. Let's cut it here and put it right here. I might be cutting this absolutely wrong. I suppose I could put it here because there's dark, dark, dark. Yeah. Probably didn't need to cut that little piece off. So we're going to see how well this glue stick performs for me. We're going to, and I do use quite a bit. I'm quite liberal with it. So we'll get that all over there. I wouldn't mind adding a little color in here. And I've got these purples here. I've also got some of these here to add. So I've got dark, dark, dark. Now if I add this, then each corner is going to have a little bit of black. Oh, look at the back side of these. Oh, I'm liking that. Too bad I already put glue on here, but oh well. Next time I need to look and be careful that I look at both sides of my paper, since a lot of them are double-sided. Yeah, so I have my desk now in front of the, oh, now here's some spiders. I really think this is kind of cool now. I've got the purple there. And perhaps, purple's too close there. So perhaps I can trim this down. Get my pencil out. And let's cut it down about here. And where's the line? And I don't need to have it that wide either. So 2 inches. Put that away. Oh, I am totally, I was cutting the wrong side, darn it. Shall we? Let's try this. That will fit there. I could cut it down here and maybe just use scissors, even if it's not straight. All right. Could also put these on this side, but we'll use the purple side to kind of give some balance to this thing. So how have you been preparing for Halloween? Do any of you have, let me know in the comments below, if any of you have craft fairs that you're preparing for. I know Carmen is, and she has been sweet enough to send me photos of her creations. She is so talented. I am so lucky to have her in my corner as a subscriber. She has lovely talent. I'm amazed where people get ideas from for their craft fairs. You know, they seem to be so creative. I don't know if you start with someone's idea and come up with these really cool things that you maybe just formulate in your mind and find yourself, oh, it's got purple on it, but how far over is it? Okay, let's just cut it and see if I can get it to fit down in there. Even if it overlaps a little bit. Yeah, I did one craft fair once, all paper products. It didn't sell well until the end. People were going, I mean, I had pretty well professional crafters, you know, crafters that have their own stores. Beside me, someone was selling specialized pies and cakes, and then there was wood products. People were buying like crazy some of these absolutely beautiful works of art made of wood. You know, they had reindeer, and they had just everything, you know, that they carved out of wood, and plaques and things like that. I can't believe I still remember that after all these years. I think it was 2019 that no, it was 2018, I think. I can't remember now. It was that long ago. That long ago. Now that flower needs to have, remember I cut these up so that I could play with them, but unfortunately I forgot about them. And I don't want to put it beside it, so I may have to put it up here. Now I do like that black flower showing more than those other ones. So I'm gonna say to cut it. Did I hide my big, oh, here they are. Sometimes it's better to cut with the big scissors. Now, that's still a little off. Maybe I should have used my guillotine. Anyway, it was a lot of work to prepare. And I had done a lot of work putting things together, and it seemed that no one was really interested in some of the paper products. And I know for a fact that a lot of my American friends were very successful with the exact same products being offered in the United States. So it made me wonder about are we snobs here in Canada? You know, but really, it made me wonder. Ooh, that's gonna fit there. Good eye. Yeah, it made me wonder. They seem to, you know, but that particular fair and other vendors had told me that there are some, excuse me, well, I may be getting out the Vicks. Now, excuse me, I'm usually a 3 to 4 sneezer. No matter how much I try, 3 or 4 times I will sneeze. Oh, here we go. What is that, number 3? Oh, this is so cute. Where can I put you? Now I've got a spot in here. Now I have the window open. If you hear any screaming, there may be some kids at the park. Although they should be in school. So I don't know where that screaming is coming from. It's a kid's scream. It's a... No, I think you will go right here. I don't know why I decided to put his face right there. Ooh, that's going to fit perfectly in there. And it's far enough away, and it gives me the 3. Oh, dear. We're not supposed to think when we do these master boards. We're not supposed to think. We're supposed to just do it. Just do it. What I like about using the glue stick is, first of all, it smells nice, even though my nose is a little stuffy. It smells nice, but yeah, I forgot what I was going to say, which is not unusual for me. Now, I'm looking to see where that purple paper is. Did I want to do a trick or treat? I did a trick or treat there. Perhaps I could do another one up here, just to kind of balance the words out. Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Do you remember that? We used to think that was a terrible thing to say. It was supposed to be a joke, and it ended up being, you know, offending people. But then everything offends people nowadays. Do I want to use any of the browns in there, or do I want to continue on with some of these. Where is that purple paper that has the, here it is with the stars. Do I want to or not? I need my guillotine because I only need a very thin strip. And perhaps, oh, I could just use my scissors, really. There we go. Sorry, I've got my Kleenex over here. I've got my cup of tea. That has gotten cold. And I'm really feeling like I need something. Oh dear. Oh, it's a little bit long, but I don't care. I don't care. So I'm really curious to see how this Studio scented glue will pass the test of time. I may leave this for a week and see if I can come up with something. Here's some spiders. Spiders, spiders, spiders. I would love to have some. Let me just cut a piece off here. I know the other side is crooked. I just want to see how it will look right in here. Or, yeah. Well, I could cut it off here. And the bottom is wavy. Let's get it on and see how we do. Sorry if I'm shaking the table. It's not as secure as it was in the other room because I have a big gap where the heater is. Now, little spider, I could probably put you here or here. Let's save you for a minute. Little spider, do I need more orange? I got the 3 purples. I've got the flowers. I've got these 2. Yeah. Sometimes it's best not to think. I've got another one of these that might frame this a little bit. I just wish it was longer, but I don't have a longer one. Now, I will not be in the least bit insulted if you decide to fast forward through my talking or speed it up and just take the sound off if you like. I better use my guillotine. Move this over so that I have, no, I have to bring it over. Bring it over. I was hoping I could do it on the other side, but got one here and one. Okay, let's go with it. Let's do it. Where's that song? I think it's a Cole Porter song. Let's do it. Birds and bees do it. Dee 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 dee. Let's fall in love. I believe that's how it goes. Yeah, if that was, well, I have this ticket here that I can cut down. It's not quite big enough. I got a piece here that could go there. Oh, I hadn't put this one down, had I? And I was gonna maybe frame it out. I think I'm making a mess of this, guys, but that is part of the job, is to see, you know, it's always best to not judge until it's finished. And I have that biggest problem myself, is to prejudge things before they're done, where I think it's a complete catastrophe, and then I keep going and I keep going and I keep going, and then finally it ends up being an absolute surprise, becoming like a work of art, and we never know until it's finished. And don't forget, this is all going to be cut up eventually. Now, I did have these. I'm just going to cut a piece off here to see how that will look, because I'm going to have to cover the whole thing here. So, and I need the straight lines. So I'm going to have to, somewhere around here and somewhere around there, cut that part off first. If I can still see it. And where did I put that line over here? I think it's here, but I'm not positive. So let's see if that's going to work. Oh, I am so mad. Oh, I am so mad about this. It is just one candy corn too short. So let us cut it. I don't know. Whoops. That was not good. Cut. And how big did I say that piece was? Where did you go? Here it is. This was 1 inch. So, oh, don't you just hate it when you cut something and it's wrong? See, it's still a little bit long, but I am going to live with that. Let's get my little pieces off of my glue book before I destroy it. And they're exactly the same. So so it doesn't matter which side I put the glue on. They're exactly the same. And we'll put you right here. I don't know why that song came into my head. Birds do it, bees do it, even blah, 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 do it. Let's do it, let's fall in love. I'm not a singer, especially with my voice being so low. Solo, I'm not a solo. I think this, let's take this out of the way. We'll put this down and fold it. Will it fit this way? So I've got them going that way. So why not? Well, because I need to have them. Oh, well, I could have them going the same direction, couldn't I? What difference would it make? What difference would it make to have them go in opposite directions? Let's do that. Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just do it. I hope I'm still filming here. Every once in a while, I have to get up as I panic with my camera. And I think that is it. I'm going to turn it over and press down in case, you know, sometimes when you're talking and you're doing things and you maybe didn't glue every little spot in the right spot. So I like to come and, sorry if I'm shaking you, but there we go. So there is my first Halloween collage. And you do smell good with the orange glue stick. Only time will tell. So now we have to let that dry. Yeah, what else can we do with these scrap pieces? There must be something we can do. We can create pockets. We could create pockets, couldn't we? So let's put this aside for now. I do have another sheet that I have to do. But how big is this? So I need to make it 4 by 3. So we'll bring our guillotine back in. And this should be 3. It seems to be 3, but it looks crooked now. It could be an optical illusion because of the bottles being different shapes and so on. I'm not keeping that. There we go. And we're going to get out. I love to round the bottoms of these, and I think I might, do I want to round it or do I want to leave it square? And where, oh no, where is my 1-hole punch? Where, oh, you know, could be in the other room. Although I thought I had put everything that I usually use on my desk. But I definitely need my punch right here. So I will be right back. So I always need my 2-hole punch, my itty bitty punch that's, I think, broken now, but I still might be able to use, and my 1-inch. I usually use the 1-inch, but sometimes I like to use just a sliver off. Using my 2-hole punch, it just seems to add a little more character. I don't know why. And I'm just going to go along where it, you know, any of the paper that we use always has kind of a white inside. And all I want to do is just add a little bit of character on the outside. And a little bit in here. So here we have a pocket that I'll be able to put that to some, let's put these over here. Some journal. I don't know. It would obviously be a Halloween journal, but maybe it's a poison journal. Now I've also got these pages. These are 6x6s. And I would love to make that into something making that a 3x3 with that beautiful house on there. And this one, of course, all the spider webs. Yeah. So there's lots of things that I can do with these scraps. Creating more master boards. I'll bring that back up as it's drying. The other thing I could do is also, if I wanted, I could splatter paint, whether it be, I don't think orange, I think white or black, just to get some speckles on there. Maybe stamping some numbers here and there would really be a nice finishing touch to some of these, because these here are rather plain. And oh, I was not done. How many of you saw that? How many of you saw that I had a tiny little piece there that was not finished? Now these were strips that I had cut. Will that fit? Maybe this way? That might fit right in there. What was the other ones I had? Then there was this one. Actually, this one fits better. I don't really like it, but it does fit better. That one's too small. I really wanted this one. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. See, it's not quite. Did I turn you back on? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. My brain has gone to mush. And I'm really disappointed that that one skull, which would have been perfect, came from this grouping. No, it's too big. Oh, search through my papers. Would this go with it at all? I hate to cut up a 6x6. Yeah, we'll go through some of these, and I may find the answer. Don't think. Don't think. I don't think. I don't know. It's already got bats. I may have to just cut this one up. I may have no choice but to cut this one up. Wait a minute now, we've got bottles there. Why can't we put bottles here? And that could go about there. Okay. Let's see how far it needs to be cut. That poor, I think that's 3/4 of an inch. That poor little bat has got his big eyes on us. And to be honest with you, I think it needs a little help. All right, let's just do it. Let's not think about it. Let's just put it in there as best we can. And live with it. Except I don't like this blank spaces here. So I think I can get out my stamps and do that. So I think we'll leave that for another video, but I just wanted to share with you masterboards out of my Halloween scraps, so that they're not sitting in my drawer or in my box forever waiting for me to do something with it. You know, I needed to eliminate some of these. And isn't that what we're all about here? Isn't that what we're trying? I'm wondering if I should put that here, lighten it up a little bit. How big is that? From there to about there. And pull it over to the edge of no return. We could put it right there. Yes, I know I'm doubling up here, but I just thought it needed something. Oh, oops. I got glue on both sides now. Now I can put this one here. Perhaps break that one up a little bit. And it's very busy. I think it could use another piece down here. It's too bad it's crooked, but you know what? don't care. It's just to give it, I just have a feeling it needs to be broken up a little bit. It needs, you know, these big pieces need a little bit of help being stuck down, I think, anyway. I could be wrong. I could put it in the corner. I could do that. Kind of break up all of those stripes there. And I'm thinking maybe up here, I could put it up here to break up the orangeness of that particular thing. Fold you over and get you glued down. I'm rather enjoying the orange smell, to be honest with you. I'll be curious to see how the other, I have to bring it down here, to see how the other aromas, fragrances, purple being grape, watermelon, and lime. Lime was the other one. Let's get these out of the way. This goes in the recycle bin. There, I'm a little happier with that now. I would like to put stamping some numbers. All of my stamps and everything have not been moved into this room yet, so I can't do that. Let's let it dry, and perhaps in my next video we'll continue with some Halloween scrap busting and see. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for putting up with my sneezing, my cold, I'm feeling better, but it's a gray day, which makes you feel even worse. It's raining out. The leaves are falling. They're turning colors out my window, but it is a beautiful view. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.